Hi Cancer, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Cancer, in today's reading, I am going to give you one card from the Denise Lynn Oracle cards, one card from the Archangel Michael, and then do your reading and then clarify it. So let us get started. All right, so Cancer, I hope you're doing good. Let's see what's going on in your reading. This is going to be for Cancer for their highest good. This is for Cancer. Wow, okay. Nice, 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 nice. It says, embracing intuition. Shout to the heavens with happiness. Yes, definitely. Be happy, you guys. Enjoy your life. Live in the moment. I always say live in the moment. Stop being so regretful or living in the past. Live in the moment, you guys. All right, and then we have one from Archangel Michael. What does Archangel Michael want to say to us? One card from Archangel Michael for Cancer for their highest good. This is for Cancer. And he says, the way forward is open. You are not trapped. Possibilities and opportunities abound. I will guide you to personal and spiritual freedom. Wow. Wow. So keep moving forward, you guys. Live in the moment and move forward. Don't let nothing stop you. Go keep pushing forward. That's nice. Love it. I like that. All right. So, Cancer, take what resonates with you, Cancer, and leave the rest. This is going to be for Cancer. Let me just shuffle them one more time. Here we go. One for the current. This is for Cancer Spirit for their highest good. One for the situation. One for the past. Wow. One for what's hidden. One for the hopes and fears. One for what you need to do now. One for what you need to work on. And the outcome. What is the outcome? All right. Wow. Okay, so you do start off with the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is talking about being emotional. Could have been some kind of grief or heartbreak. Some could have even been a divorce here. But your emotions are high, okay? And then you have the Six of Swords here for the situation. Six of Swords says that you're definitely leaving a lot of things behind. You could be leaving something behind, just moving on, going with the process and just leaving something. Maybe it's something that you do need to leave. Maybe you're realizing that you need to leave something behind because it's in the situation here. So we'll see. Then you have the Three of Wands up here. The Three of Wands is talking about that you already know what you want. You already know what you want. And you're making plans to move forward. I feel like there's traveling here. I feel like there's partnerships and expansion. I also feel like there's a lot of progress that you've made. But you're ready to move forward. You know what you want. You could also be like not telling anyone also about your plans. You have the Six of Pentacles here. Six of Pentacles talks about being very generous, maybe giving your time or just giving money in general. But we'll see what it's about. You could be receiving some kind of abundance, or you could just be giving away a lot of your time when you shouldn't be, okay? You have the Page of Wands here for the hopes and fears. The Page of Wands is talking about, like changes, ready for this change, being inspired, wanting to have new ideas, having new inspirations, excitement, stuff like that. You do have the Strength card. The Strength card is telling you to find your courage, to find your passion, your calmness, your confidence. Then you have the Sun card. Sorry guys, I'm just getting a lot of messages here. The Sun card here is here. They're asking you to think positive in every situation, whether it's good or bad. You need to see the light in everything. There's a reason for things that happen. So we'll see what the cards say, the rest of the cards say. You also have the Fool for the outcome. The Fool is talking about being, there's a new beginning here, opportunities, an adventure, just going with it, wow. All right, so let's see what's going on, Cancer, for you. Cancer, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Cancer. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. All right. Here we go. Heartbreak. Let's see. Some kind of heartbreak is here. The Three of Swords. Okay. Clarify the Three of Swords. Why is the Three of Swords here for Cancer? Why is it here for Cancer for your highest good? Wow. Okay. So I don't want to like sugarcoat it or anything, okay? But you are going through some kind of heartbreak, some kind of hurt, some kind of suffering, some kind of emotional pain here. Maybe there's some kind of truth that you're seeing because, the King of Swords is here. I feel with the King of Swords, he, maybe it's like having clarity, like seeing the truth. I do feel like you are definitely going through something emotional, because you do have the Three of Swords in the same position with two different decks. So it does mean a lot. So just know that, you're going to be going through a lot of emotional things. Okay. And I do believe that there is some kind of truth. You're smart. You already knew the truth. You already saw the truth. So, there is something here, like, to stand your ground, to stand up for yourself. Okay. So, wow, that's big. Really try your hardest, I know that when we get hurt and when we go through things like that, it's not because, we have to, we're just like these people that are so, we're not seeing it. It's that we have to learn from these emotions that we go through. You will be okay. You keep pushing forward, okay, Cancer? You're feeling emotional and all that. You're healing too. You're going through a big healing, also. So just know that. You have the Six of Swords for the situation. And why is the Six of Swords here? One more card. Wow. My goodness. All right. So definitely you do have the Ten of Swords here, but you also started off with the Six of Swords. So something has ended. Something has come to an end. Something has come to an end. Something has ended. It could have been a situation. It could have been a relationship. It could have been a career. It could have been anything, but something definitely has been done and over with. You have the Ten of Swords. If you look at her, she went through this painful ending. It's no more. No more. It's like you've already went through everything that you needed to, and you're going to calmer waters. You're going to be moving forward. Okay. And also to remember, when you do receive the Ten of Swords, it always goes back to a one. So, there is a new beginning here, and that is the Fool that's down here for the outcome, because you have to go through all this. These are lessons that we need to learn. This is a big transition for you. It's a lot of change, and you're definitely moving forward. With the Page of Pentacles here, I do feel like you could be learning something new also, but I feel like you need to learn. I feel like you need to watch your finances. There are financial opportunities around you also. There's financial opportunities, need to start focusing on your goals, maybe start a new project. Try to get your mind off of all this, okay? The sooner you do, try to just try to keep yourself busy when you can, or just take some time for yourself, okay? Because you're going through a lot. It's not only an ending, it's an emotional roller coaster for you right now, okay? So, and then you have the Three of Wands here. Three of Wands is saying that you are moving forward. You are definitely, you know what you needed to do. All the information. You already know what you need to do, okay? And there is progress here, and there is moving forward, and there is traveling here also. um, you're preparing for something. You're preparing yourself to definitely move forward, and you also have 333 down here, so that is very good. But I definitely believe though that you are leaving something, and you're going through a lot. And then let's see what the Six of Pentacles is. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? Wow. All right, so you do have the Six of Pentacles. You have the Six of Pentacles. Hold on, you guys. My ring fell off here. So you have the Six of Pentacles here. You know, you could have been overly giving your time. I feel like you have been. I feel like you were doing way too much for yourself. Like, you know, you give and give and give, but you don't receive anything back, you know, and it's like you're very tired. You're tired of it. It's very imbalanced for you because it's like, you know, you're giving, but why isn't anybody else giving it to you? You know, why isn't anybody else doing the same thing as you? And they're telling you, you know, try to keep balance and try not to overly give your time, especially your time. You know, I feel like it's like, you know, you're on the constantly go, but you don't ever stop and set boundaries. You don't ever stop and not and tell them no. Okay. You're angry. You have a lot of frustration within you, and you're angry, you know, and you keep it inside. You know, you don't tell anybody, but you keep it inside, and eventually it's going to boil over. There's a lot of emotions here. So they're asking you really try to start setting boundaries, start, you know, getting rid of this anger. And you will. You're very determined, Cancer. You're very determined to not let anything bring you down, to stop you from reaching your goals, to what you want to create and what you want to do. You know, you want something different, and you're ready to set yourself out there for it, you know, because you do have the Queen of Wands. Right now, you're in that mode right now where you don't care. Like, like you're in this mode, right? Like, I really don't care what they think. I really don't care if they like it. I don't care if they do. You're in that mode where, like, I'm just going to stop doing this all of a sudden, you know, because you're angry. You put so much time and effort into something, and it's like, you know, all you do is get backlash for it. Wow. And then you have the Page of Wands down here. And why is the Page of Wands down here for Cancer? Oh, my cards. Sorry, you guys. I'm just getting, there's a lot of messages here. Just kind of, it's overwhelming. Okay, so you do have the Tower here, so things are going to change for you. And then not only that, but you have the Page of Wands, so there is a lot of change. But you're definitely moving forward. I have to say that you are moving forward, because now it's time. It's like you're putting your foot down. You're actually putting your foot down, and you're really doing the things that you want to. You do have the Page of Wands here. Page of Wands is talking about, you know, being very inspired, you know, having ideas, ready for this new change. You want this freedom. You want to feel like, you know what, I don't have to do all this and be kept down. I'm able to go drive here. I'm able to go do this, you know. You just want a happy life, you know, and I feel like you will do it. Because a Tower moment is here. A Tower is here. It's telling you, hey, you know, things are going to change very soon. No matter what, no matter how you try or what, you're not going to stop it. Things are going to change. So be ready for it. You know, and that's what they're coming in. That's what they're saying. And also too, you want this change. You're ready for it. I also feel like for some of you guys, you could be going on a spiritual journey, because you're going through a lot. You're healing, you're going through a healing, you know, emotions are coming up to the surface. It's just crazy. I feel like you need to really be open. You're going in a new direction now. I feel like you need to be open. I feel like you just need to believe in yourself, that you can create and do anything, okay? Like reach your goals or start something new. You do have the Nine of Pentacles here. And why is the Nine of Pentacles here? The Nine of Pentacles is about like being very independent, and you are, you know, you're very independent. You know how to create this money. You know how to make money. You're smart. Even though you feel like you can't do anything without somebody, you can. You know, you're very smart. You want things on your own. You want to do things on your own. You need, they're asking you to trust yourself more, to start working on yourself, like being better, being healthier, being, believing in yourself that, you don't have to be under anybody's thumb. You are very independent. You know how to do things, you know how to take care of the kids, you know how to bring in the money, you know how to work, you know how to create something to bring in the results, and they're telling you, start working on yourself, start becoming more healthier, start becoming more trusting your intuition and trusting your choices that you make. You have the strength card here, and why is the strength card here and what you need to do now? One more card. My goodness. Wow. So there you do have the, sorry about that, you guys. Okay. So you start off with the strength card. The strength card is about having self-control, learning from the past, everything that you've been through, having your strength, finding your courage, moving forward from the past, not holding on to the past. They're telling you, hey, let go of all that. Let go of the ex, let go of the memories that you had with them, okay, let it go. Shut the book on it, because it's time for you to move on, okay? Let it be a lesson and then just move forward from it, okay? That's what you need to do. Find your strength, you guys. Find your confidence, your courage to do that. Even though it's heartbreaking, you still got to live your life, and you got to live your own life, not live in the past, not wish, oh, I still wish I had this, or I still wish I had that. You live in the moment is what they're saying. You're trying to juggle everything. You have the Two of Pentacles, and you're trying to do everything. You're trying to, do the kids, do the husband, do the wife, do the friendship, do it all. But, you're exhausted, and they're asking you to take it easy. Start taking it easy. There's choices that you're going to have to make, and only you can make them. Only you can change your life the way you need to change your life, okay? You need to start taking control of everything that's in your life, and it's only up to you that can do it. You do have the Eight of Swords, and there are times in your life that you do feel like you're trapped. There are times in your life that you feel like, you can't move forward. Like, oh God, there's nothing I can do about it. I got to stay here because I don't have this or I don't have that. And you continuously say that to yourself. You continuously make all these excuses, knowing that, you know that you can do it yourself. But do you want to? No, because you're not finding your courage. You're not finding your confidence, and they want you to do that. Okay. It's like I said, you're the one that's in control of your life. You're the one that can say, you know what, I'm not going to do that today because I feel exhausted. I feel tired. You know what, I need to take it easy. It's only you that can control your life, not nobody else. And you have the Sun card. And why is the Sun card here? One more card. Wow, these messages are just coming in big times. You have the Sun card here, and then you have the Magician card, and you have the Six of Pentacles. Really, the Sun card is talking about being positive in everything. No matter what, be positive, okay? You also have the Magician card. The Magician is talking about, creating, you're the one that creates the world around you. Remember that, okay? I already said it. You need to take that self-control. You are the one that can only change things, You are like the magician. The magician is here, and she's saying, you know what? You have all the tools. You have everything in your hand to do the changes that you want to change. You don't have to leave anything, but you got to stop taking on everything because you're overly giving. You're giving way too much of yourself. You're giving too much of your time. You're not taking care of yourself. You're turning the page and you're doing it for everybody else, but you're not doing it for yourself. And you really got to start doing it for yourself because you're really over giving. It's like, here, let me go do this for you. Here, let me go cook dinner for you. Let me cook breakfast for you. Let me take the kids to school. Let me go handle all the bills. Let me go do this for you. Oh, no, I got it. Don't worry. I got it, friend. Don't worry. I'll call you and I'll do this, and don't worry. I'll go, and you got to stop doing that because you're overly giving. And it's a big thing here. And they're asking you to stop that, you know. Think positive in your life. Know that you're the magician. You can create the world around you. You can create what happens to you in your life, but it's up to you to do it, so wow. And now you have the full card. And why is the full card here for Cancer? One more card. Wow. You're going to be leaving a lot behind. You have the full card here. There's a new beginning. Yes, you're on a new journey because you do have the Ace of Wands here again. The Ace of Wands, you have the Page of Wands here. There's changes. You have a lot of good things coming through. You really do. The full card is saying, you're on this new adventure. You've learned everything that you needed to learn, and you're going on to the next level, which is this new cycle that's coming in. Really have, how can I say this? Okay. You're going to be inspired, okay? Really live your life in the moment, you guys. Live your life in the moment. There's going to be new projects. There's going to be new things coming in. You're going to be very inspired, but you're going to walk away from a lot too. You're tired. You're very frustrated because there's endings here and there's emotions here, a lot of emotions. There's a tower moment here. They're telling you, you're going to walk away from something, definitely. Because not only do you have the Eight of Cups here, but you have the Six of Swords. If you look at both of these cards, you're leaving something. It's like they're both going in the same direction and they're just like leaving. And that's you. But so be prepared for everything that's going to go on in your life. And it's not to hurt you. None of this reading is to hurt you. It's to tell you, you know what, you're more valuable than you think. You're more powerful than you think. You mean something to this world, but you're just not here just to do it for everybody else. You're here to do it for yourself. You're here to live yourself, to live in the moment, to enjoy your life. Okay? So really think about all that. All right. So, Cancer, that was a lot of messages, you guys, a lot. And I hope it was for one of you guys out there, really live in the moment. Okay? Live in the moment. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will definitely see you next time. God bless.